They need you calm. Okay, no matter what happens, you gotta stay calm.
I told you I don't follow these movies. I don't ask me about something I do know. Ask me about It Follows. Ask me about Hereditary. Ask me about The Witch.
What's up, everybody? Welcome to Why We Love Horror Trivia. Another great Friday night. Got two matches for you. I got my co-host here, Aaron Brooks. Aaron, how you doing tonight?
I'm good. I'm excited to be co-hosting this teams match with these two top 10 ranked teams.
Well, I think they're definitely. Well, I think we have 11 or 12 teams now, so I'm going to safely say these guys are somewhere in the top 10. I imagine. Who knows? That being said, we are letting all the teams play again. We're trying to sort out who's going to be the number one contender for this gentleman and his wife. The loved ones sitting on top of the rankings right now is the Why We Love Horror Trivia teams champions. But we do have two teams today, two teams that made early exits from the tournament that we had, but they are looking to get their wins back. Let's bring in this team first. I know they're not messing around today. Henry Confidential. Austin Pez Howell, the Traps of Perfection, guys. Haven't seen you in a little bit in teams. How you feeling? What you been doing in your off time?
Watching stuff.
Yeah, kind of being best buds behind the scenes, kind of being able to finish each other's sentences, submit each other's strengths without having to wait for the other person to comment in the chat. Cough, Will. No, we're ready to do this and have some fun. And sorry, I hope Diaz doesn't sue me for that line.
Mm-hmm.
No, he doesn't. That's not going to happen. He's too busy doing his. What was he doing? His JoJo's Bizarre Adventure table reads. I can't imagine. That's fucking nuts. Anyway, let's bring in your opponents. Big business, Jeremy Potters, the Virtuoso, Will Cohen, the Cinnabites, guys. You're also looking to get a foothold here in the teams division. What have you guys been doing since we saw you last?
Things have been very, very nuts, we'll say. So we've been everywhere.
Yeah, he's been real busy, and I've been watching What Culture horror videos.
What culture horror? All right. Gotta love it.
They spoil a lot, so I don't watch them all, but I do like the ones I do watch.
Well, that being said, we are here tonight in the first of two matches tonight. This is 3 rounds of teams trivia. Round 1 works a little something like this. We're talking Cinnabites gave me 4 categories. Traps of Perfection gave me 4 categories in a draft style. So I wrote 8 questions. It's a whiteboard round. I'll ask a question. 15 seconds will go by. They'll write their answers on their whiteboards. When time's up, they'll put their pens down. I'll call them one at a time. They'll turn their boards around, say their answer, show their answer. If they get it right, they get a point. If you get all 8 questions right, there is a 9th bonus question for you. And for the duration of the match, both teams will have 4 repeats and 1 challenge. Any questions before we get started?
You said 4 repeats?
4 repeats of the challenge.
Okay,
I'm a nice fella.
Perfect.
All right. With that being said, I'll read you your first question, which is coming in the category of 90s slashers. How did Michael sustain his leg injury prior to the start of the events of the movie in Brain Scan? Have you seen Brain Scan yet, Aaron?
I watched it like 2 weeks ago.
Little Easter egg. If you're watching the movie, when you ever see a newspaper on screen, pause the movie, read the article. So awesome. 5, 4.
I'm not going to
3,
rewatch this movie ever.
2.
So.
You shouldn't have to. 1. Pens down. Will.
Didn't say specifics, so I just said car wreck.
And Henry.
I said a bike accident.
And Jeremy.
I said a skateboarding wreck.
And Pens.
Never seen it, so I guess car accident.
It's a car accident. Yep.
Hey.
Killed his mom and messed up his leg. Go to our second question. Aaron will read you your second question.
That movie was a disappointment, by the way. In the category of Child's Play, in 2019's Child's Play, in what country was Chucky assembled? It's a good movie.
Henry, I sent you this as a trivia bit. You should know this.
I was getting dressed post shower. I didn't read through.
Did you read the shit I sent you?
I read some.
I sent you this as a note.
1. Well, Pez sent Henry the answer. Did Henry remember it? Henry.
That's in Germany.
And Jeremy.
I said China.
Pez.
I sent you and said Vietnam, Henry. You should have read the goddamn message.
And
I messed up. I said Mexico.
it is Vietnam is where he was assembled. That is correct.
He might fucking ask about that
His
shit. You
third
should read my
question.
messages. God
Moving
damn
on
it.
over to John Carpenter. Hayden Christensen made his film debut in which John Carpenter film? He's in it, I swear.
John Carpenter likes weed.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We'll start with Jeremy.
In the Mouth of Madness?
And Pez.
That's also what I quickly scribbled in the Mouth of Madness.
And Will.
The Fog.
And Henry.
I said Village of the Damned.
He is the paper boy in the Mouth of Madness.
Yes. All right.
A banger.
Back on over to Aaron.
All right. In the category of movie release dates, what year saw the release of the sequels Resident Evil Apocalypse, Exorcist the Beginning, and Anaconda's The Hunt for the Blood Orchid?
Blood Orchid.
Ooh.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Lots of words. How many of those movies have you seen, Aaron?
I've seen 2 of them.
Oh, awesome. I've seen all 3 of them, unfortunately. 5, 4.
Yeah.
So the one with Morris Chestnut, whatever that one was.
That's Anaconda.
We'll start with Pez.
2004.
And Will.
2004.
And Henry.
I said 6.
And Jerry.
2004.
We got a tie game now. It's 2004.
Very nice.
Moving on to movies that have sharks in them. In what shark movie will you find a resort called Fun Island? It's an island. People are having fun. Not for long, though. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We're back up to Will.
Meg the Trench.
Henry.
I said Jaws 3D.
And Jeremy.
That sounds 80s. I said Jaws 3D.
And Pez.
Nah, I didn't pull anything in time.
Will, you were close. It's Meg 2
Meg
the
2
Trench.
the Trench, yeah.
Meg 2 the Trench.
Oh,
Okay.
That is the resort where all the, they don't say what country they're from, but all the Asian people are just hanging out.
I don't remember. I just
Meg-
remember the 2 being in the title.
It is in the title. For
Okay.
future reference, it is in the title.
Mhm.
All right, Aaron, here you go.
All right. In the category of radio silence, what stand-up comedian appears as the patriarch of a cult in Southbound?
Henry loves this movie so much. Hopefully, he knows the answer to this question.
Do not.
I kind of was wondering why this movie was being talked about so much before the match. This makes a little more sense. Just a little more.
Yeah,
5,
Oh, yeah, I guess I'll say you can.
2, and 1. Start with Henry this time.
no idea.
Jeremy.
rest in peace, Richard Lewis.
That would be awesome. Pez.
Dana Gould.
And Will.
Jim
Okay.
Gaffigan's wide enough to have a cult.
Dana Gould is the head of the cult. In that movie. That's great.
Didn't know that person was a comedian.
He's a very good comedian. And your next to last question, in found footage, what also comedic actor directed Willow Creek?
I did see this one recently and was pretty let down.
Does his comedic style shine through?
I mean, it does more so than, I don't want to say any of his other movies, actually, or her other movies.
Pens down. Jeremy.
Paula Poundstone. Sorry.
I said Bobcat Goldthwait.
And Pez.
Bobcat Goldthwait.
And Will.
I was in the midst of saying Keegan Michael Key.
And Henry.
I said Mark Duplass.
Bobcat Goldthwait is correct.
Yep.
Your final question, here it is.
All right. In your category of recent releases, what MLB team did Ray Waller most recently play for before he got sick in Night Swim? You need the city and team name. And this movie I saw in theaters.
I was there.
We saw this together? Oh, yeah.
I think we did we?
Yeah, we did.
5, 4.
Extension, please.
All right. It's the first extension.
This movie certainly made me question why I loved horror.
I liked it.
Helps us to appreciate.
That's good. I'm really happy for people who like movies that I don't like. I'm okay with that.
5,
I'll allow
4,
it.
3, 2,
I should know
1.
this.
Pick a baseball team, Pez.
San Francisco Giants.
And Will.
I said the Chicago White Sox.
And Henry?
Milwaukee Brewers.
And Jeremy?
Cincinnati Reds.
One of you is correct. He played for the Milwaukee Brewers. That is correct.
Nice.
Okay.
All right. And at the end
Yeah, I
of
got one right.
I got absolute perfection.
Good
in
job,
the lead.
Henry. Glad you woke up for that last one.
7 to the Cinnabites. 5. We'll take this question.
I got this, Henry. It's all right. You just hang out in the back. I'll take care of this, and I'll call you in when I need you.
We prepped for round 2, and our round 1's just not anything I prepped for. It's all good.
Let's talk about what round 2 looks
Except for the
like.
answer I gave you in the fucking notes if you had read it.
Yeah, all right, guys, take your lover's quarrel backstage. We're going to go on round 2.
already.
Round 2 is the wheel round. All those categories are on a wheel now, along with opponents and spinner's choice. Traps to perfection are in the lead. They can decide whether they want to spin first or defer to the Cinnabites. You spin the wheel. You can take the category. If you don't like it, you could spin again. In that case, you have to take what you land on. Whatever you land on, there's 5 questions worth 2 points apiece. If you don't know the answer right away, you can check down the multiple choice. Question then becomes worth 1 point, but be careful because your opponent can steal the point value of the question if you do get it wrong. So I'll bring in that wheel. We'll go over the categories we got on the wheel today. 90s slashers, child's play, John Carpenter, movie release dates, shark movies, radio silence, found footage, and recent releases. Henry and Pez, do you want to spin first or defer?
I say we defer and take something off the wheel. That's usually
Yeah, I agree.
Okay, so we'll do
Okay. Well, Jeremy, here's your first spin. You get shark movies. Do you want to take that or spin again?
How you feel, man?
You're the one who put this on the wheel, so you tell me.
Well, I missed the very recent shark movie question, so maybe we should spin off this.
I'm happy to spin again if you want to. That's fine.
Yeah, that's gonna work.
Here is your second spin, which you must take. Looks like Child's Play is coming up.
Okay.
Aaron, do you want to read some Child's Play questions or do you want me to read them?
I'll read Child's Play. Why not?
All right, let me get those Child's Play questions fired up for you.
All right.
We're talking about Child's Play. Here we go.
All right, Cinnamon Bites. All right, your first question in the category of Child's Play. Who plays Andy's foster father, Phil Simpson, in Child's Play 2?
If you don't know, let's go to multiple.
Yeah, I don't remember. Can't even visualize it.
I see what I remember what he looks like. Let's go to multiple choice.
Multiple
Please.
choice, please.
All right, multiple choice options are A, Michael Beck, B, Garrett Graham, C, Doug Shaheen, D, Jeff Pearson.
No clue.
I'm gonna,
Garrett
Then
Graham sounds like a late 80s actor name.
5.
Michael Beck, final answer.
That is incorrect. Chance for a 1 point steal.
And the options are A, Michael Beck, B, Garrett Graham, C, Doug Shaheen, D, Jeff Pearson.
When I looked over the Wikipedia, B looked familiar, Garrett Graham.
Yeah, that's my guess. So
Okay, so let's go with that.
B, final answer.
That's correct. Beef from Phantom of the Paradise. It's Jared Graham.
Okay.
Your second question.
What is the highest rank? What is the highest rank amongst the staff running the military academy in Child's Play 3?
Really want
I
to
have-
have multiple.
Answer.
I was thinking
Multiple-
major.
Multiple choice, please.
Okay.
Your multiple choice options are A, General, B, Colonel, C, Major, D, Captain.
See, 2 of the ones that I was thinking were there.
Yeah. Major just popped in my head. I don't know if that's because
Answer or
latent memories.
I
Four.
think it was general, actually.
3,
General, final answer.
1.
That's incorrect. Chance for 1 point steal.
Sorry, Jeremy.
Henry, he talks to a colonel at the beginning of the movie. I'm pretty sure that's correct.
And that's what I was thinking. So
Colonel, final answer.
That is correct.
That's correct.
Yeah, I was between 2 of them. Sorry.
The
I
headmaster.
was heading colonel, and lieutenant wasn't an option, so it worked out for me.
Mhm.
All right. Third question. In the original Child's Play, what piece of medical equipment does Chucky use to kill the doctor at the psychiatric hospital where Andy is being held?
medical equipment. So there's like scalpel, stethoscope.
5.
Let's just go to multiple.
Yeah.
Multiple choice, please.
Your multiple choice options are A, CAT scan machine, B, defibrillator, C, X-ray machine, D, electroshock therapy machine.
Shit.
I vaguely remember the electroshock therapy.
Okay. I mean, it's a mental
D,
institution.
electroshock therapy machine. Final answer.
That's correct.
Okay.
Yep, that is correct.
D.
And is this your final question in
Fourth question.
fourth question? My fault. Fourth question in the category of Child's Play. Who directed 2019's Child's Play?
For some reason, I thought it was Andy Muschietti, but I could be wrong.
No, I don't think so.
I would almost definitely know it on multiple though.
Yeah.
Multiple
let's go
choice,
ahead.
please.
Your multiple choice options are A, Joannes Roberts, B, David Urevsky, C, Richard Shepard, D, Lars Klevberg.
Okay, I'm wrong.
I think it's B.
I
think so.
Okay.
It seems the most familiar to me.
Okay.
So,
B, final answer.
B, final
like
answer.
boy, final answer.
That's
That is
incorrect.
incorrect.
Over to Henry and
It's Lars Klevberg, final answer.
That is correct.
It's the most recent one I just watched right before we went live. So there we go.
That's what I was leaning towards. That you seem so certain. It's okay.
all right.
We'll bounce back.
And the final question. What U.S. state is Chucky's grave in Bride of Chucky?
do you remember?
I can see the scene, but I don't know. I can't remember the state.
Answer multiple in 5.
Multiple, please.
4. Multiple choice options are A, Illinois, B, Georgia, C, Massachusetts, D, New Jersey.
I was thinking of the other 46. It's bad luck. I feel like it was in the South. It always looked warm.
And you see, like
Georgia?
I think it's Illinois for some reason.
Okay.
Illinois.
I
Final
don't have
answer.
anything to go off of. Yeah.
That's incorrect. Chance for a 1 point steal.
Hackensack, New Jersey.
Okay.
D, final answer.
Even the city, that is correct. It is in Hackensack. It is in the
That's
town next
dope.
to the town I grew up in, Hackensack, New Jersey. Correct. All right. That being said, Trap Perfection got the score up to 11. Cinnabites at 6. We'll bring the wheel back, and we'll give Traps Perfection their first pick.
Have you had a knockout in teams yet?
I don't believe so. 90s slashers. You're
We
gonna keep
can't
that
get
or
rid-
spin again?
We can't get rid of the multiple choice options, though.
Oh, we can do that. Yes.
We'll spin again, please.
Yeah,
Too
we'll
broad
spin again.
for-
Yeah, spin
for a
that,
lead.
Yeah.
Recent releases. You're gonna get recent releases then.
We can go to multiple if we need to. We're out far enough ahead.
Yeah.
Henry, if we need to. So
And we have 4 repeats. So
yes. Oh, we got 3 now. I used 1. I'm sorry. From
you're
the
right.
night swim. Yeah, but it's all good. We still got 3.
Talk about recent releases, kids. Here's your first question. In Cobweb, Mark realizes too late the soup he's eating is poisoned because he tastes what specific flavor?
can you recall the scene? I haven't seen this, so
It's like it's rat poison, but I don't remember the specific thing. So let's just go to multiple.
yeah, because that's fine. Multiple choice,
Yeah.
please.
A, cinnamon, B, nutmeg, C, cloves, or D, vanilla?
Nutmeg sounds familiar. That's what I
Yeah,
would go with.
nutmeg stands out for that if it's rat
Yeah.
poison.
Let's go nutmeg. Final answer.
That's incorrect. Chance for a 1 point steal. A, cinnamon, B, nutmeg, C, cloves, or D, vanilla?
If it's poison with rat poison tastes sweet, so I'm going to say vanilla.
Okay.
Vanilla, final answer.
That's also incorrect. Correct answer is cinnamon. He tastes cinnamon in this.
Okay.
I mean, cinnamon, nutmeg, so it's fair.
Yeah.
Your second question. Who voices Alistair Crump in 2023's The Haunted Mansion?
What can you recall? Like what the voice sounds
Which
like?
character is that?
Oh.
That's not. Is that the Jared Leto character?
5, 4, 3.
It's up to you. Want to go multiple?
Multiple, please.
All right. A, Jesse Eisenberg. B. Ben Stiller, C.
Okay.
Kevin James, or D. Jared
I didn't remember what the character's name was, but yeah, I think it's Jared Leto. Yeah, Leto's the main heel.
Final answer.
Yeah.
That's correct.
Okay.
I almost
I wasn't sure of the other ghost characters. So,
yeah, I almost said shoot because fuck it, let's roll.
Yeah. All right.
Your third question. What does Deadite Ellie use to scratch Bridget's face in Evil Dead Rise?
A pencil? Was that the pencil?
Possibly. I haven't rewatched this in theaters. If you want to roll for it.
No, I'm not confident. Multiple choice. I'm okay if it's there, but
Okay.
All right. A, a cheese grater. B, broken glass. C, a tattoo gun, or D, scissors.
tattoo. Fuck, scissors. Bro, so the girl eats the broken glass. So I don't think it's that.
No. The cheese
And
grater's on the leg.
on the calf. It's on the leg.
Yeah.
Tattoo gun?
Tattoo gun? Yeah, sure.
Tattoo gun, final answer.
That's correct.
Okay, cool.
Hey, at least I've seen one so far.
That's all good.
Your fourth question. What director returned to the VHS franchise to direct the wraparound story Total Copy in VHS 85?
I ran into this ironically. It's someone from the first one.
There's Adam Wingard, there's Ty West, there's David Bruckner. Which one of those?
It's either, I think it might be Bruck because I really like him.
Bruckner just, yeah. Let's go with that.
Let's shoot.
David Bruckner, final answer.
That's correct.
Yeah, because I looked up his stuff because his is my favorite.
Bruckner does one in like every single one of them. He's done one, so yeah. Okay,
that's not true.
That's why I looked up.
Your final question.
He does in the first two, and then that one.
There's 5 of them.
I know, but he does a bunch of them.
What does the sorority name the sloth in Slaughterhouse?
Oh fuck! I didn't watch Slaughterhouse yet, bro.
Yeah,
that's shit. I haven't seen it, so just multiple choice.
Multiple choice, please.
Right. So A, Omega, B, Kappa, C, Alpha, or D, Delta?
Delta or Kappa? Because I know Alpha and Omega are like popular, so it's
I'd go Delta. That's my I don't know, but I don't have anything to go
on. Extension / repeat. We just need to think.
Yeah.
So in my mind, I know Kappa is really popular in a lot of like movies. So is it being ironic of like Kappa?
Maybe. Yeah.
Delta sounds like it would be the the D version. So I'm sure. What do you think? What's your gut say? You're doing better this game, so go with your gut of those two.
No, let's go with your gut this time. Let's go Kappa. That's fine.
Kappa, final answer.
That's incorrect. Chance for a 1 point steal is A, Omega, B, Kappa, C, Alpha, or D, Delta.
My gut instinct was telling me Delta.
Okay, yeah, I didn't know this existed, but I'm going to watch it soon.
It's on my list. I just haven't gotten around to it. Delta, final answer.
It's also incorrect. The sloth's name is Alpha. Alpha.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm glad that because I wouldn't have even thought that.
It's fine.
Logically. All right, that being said, we're moving on to the final round, which is
what's the
Wheel of Synopses.
15-6.
Score it's 15-6. 15-6. So we're still in play. So there's 5 categories in the wheel on there twice. Both teams pick 2. I picked the 5th. Traps of Perfection in the lead. They can decide if they want to spin their 2, 3, and 5 questions first or defer to the Cinnabites. You will spin the wheel 3 times to get your categories for 2, 3, and 5 point questions. And we'll ask questions until I either run out of them or one team is mathematically eliminated. Let's bring in that other wheel.
Is there a respin? I don't remember.
You get 1 respin amongst the 3 categories if you don't like it.
And in the order of how they land, is that the 2, 3, 5? Or do we pick the
2, 3, 5? Yep. So do you want to spin the categories we got today? 1980s, 2010s, animals and nature survival, literary adaptations, and vampires and werewolves. Do you want to spin your categories first or let the Cinnabites spin theirs first?
This one you want to go first, right? Just because.
Yeah, let's go first. And usually I give you the 2, right? That's what we did last time.
This is, I'll never hide from the fact that I suck.
It's vague stuff, but 2 should be easy if you have to do it. So yeah, and we only need a 2. So
your 2-pointer. Animals and nature survival.
I'll give it to you though. You should know it, unless you want me to take it. Yeah.
No. I mean, you want to use the respin on this one just because the 2 might be important, or do you want to just hope I get this one? Do you get my logic?
Yeah, actually, okay. Yeah, let's respin.
All right.
Yeah, because if I get it later, I want it later.
Vampires and werewolves is your 2.
Okay.
I'll take
3. literary adaptations, and your
Heavily favorite.
five,
Come on, animals. Come on, animals.
vampires and werewolves.
Again. Fuck.
Those are animals.
Cinnabites, your two, and you guys have respeed if you need it. Your two is going to be in the 1980s. You want to keep that or spin again?
I think we can keep it.
Yeah, that'd be fine.
Your
For who?
3-pointer.
Let's save our respin.
Animals and nature survival for 3.
We're going to need to hit all of these. So if you
Right.
want to spin away from it, let's do it now.
Okay. Yeah, go ahead and respin it.
All right, your 3 will be then the 2010s, and your
Okay, I like that.
5-pointer is the 2010s.
Excellent.
All right.
Okay.
So I didn't mention it when I was saying the rules, but one player has to take the 2, one player has to take the 3, and you collaborate on the 5. Who's going to take your 2-pointer in the 1980s?
Do you
I'll
feel more?
take it.
You want to take
Yeah,
it?
I'll
Okay,
take
go
it.
for it.
All right. I think you asked them their questions, right?
No.
So I'll do these for them. Your 2-pointer in the 1980s. Here we go. Who's taking it? Jeremy or Will?
Yeah.
Jeremy.
Yep.
Here you go. 2 American college students on a walking tour of Britain are attacked by a werewolf that none of the locals will admit exists. Name that movie.
An American Werewolf in London.
That's correct.
Banger.
Moving on to Will answering the 3-pointer in 2010s. Here we go. A group of student activists travel to the Amazon to save the rainforest and soon discover that they are not alone and that no good deed goes unpunished.
Is that the Green Inferno?
That is the Green Inferno. That's correct.
Abby just woke up from a slumber.
All right, here's where we're at. You guys have their 5-pointer in 2010s. You hit it. We'll kick it over to Traps Perfection to answer some questions. If not, that is the game. Here is your 5-pointer.
What's the score right now?
You have 11. They have 15.
Okay, sounds good.
And you have all 4 of your repeats if you need them. Here's your 5-pointer in the 20. A scientist and a teacher living in a dystopian future embark on a journey of survival with a special young girl named Melanie.
It's not ringing any bells for me.
3.
Repeat.
Extension.
Okay. Extension is on the screen, so take your time.
Special young girl named Melanie.
Five, 4, 3.
Extension, please.
Extension. There you go.
You got anything? Anything coming to mind? I don't have anything.
5,
Oh, that was 2000s.
3.
Oh, wait. Extension.
Extension.
What's the name of the movie with Martin Freeman and with the baby? Do you know what that's called? It's on Netflix. Shit. I think it's that. I could be wrong, but I don't remember what it's called.
5, 4, 3.
What, the last one?
That's the last one. Yep.
What is that called? It's like walk or hike or some shit.
5.
Oh, I don't know, man. I can't. I think that's what it is, but I can't remember. what
The
it's
Walk.
called.
Final answer.
And your winner is The Traps of Perfection. The movie Jeremy's describing is Cargo. The movie this is The Girl with All the Gifts is the answer to this
Oh,
question.
okay.
All right. That being said,
No
we'll drop the Traps of Perfection backstage quickly. We'll talk to you guys a little bit. I guess round 2 just kind of got away from you guys a little bit. That's basically all that happened. You spun a category. Child's Play, it's a category, I don't think you put it on the wheel. I think
They did for sure.
Well, how you feel?
Maybe we would have done better in shark movies. Maybe
Maybe.
but
Maybe if I had studied anything,
that's the thing is that Jeremy and I have been crazy busy, and we haven't gotten unfortunately some matches just
go away, yeah.
Sitting for
But
some
no,
matches
yeah,
just
sure,
get out of our hands.
kudos to Henry and Pez, man. They played great. They're obviously a great team. So like, not trying to like, oh, we would have won if we had watched 3 more movies. Like, it's not like that. I'm trying to like downplay it. They played great. They beat us all the way through. So yeah, good game.
Yeah. Well, we'll definitely see you guys back in singles before we see you back in teams. I know Will's on a tear in singles. He's on a tear everywhere. Anybody you guys looking to play when you come back?
Whoever has the most clever name.
Oh, well, that might be that might be
the level of Cinnabites.
That might be. We do have a new team that just hit the scene. If they lose their match, then I think you guys will play them. It's people you're very familiar with. Dylan Vanthine and Aaron's brother-in-law are the crazed butt stabbers. So they'll be happy to play you guys.
They're not going to lose though, so we're not
we'll see.
Play,
I don't know.
Yeah.
We'll see what happens. I'm hooking that up if that happens. But it's always a pleasure having you guys. We'll bring you guys
Thanks,
back.
man.
Bring in today's winners: Henry, Pez, Traps of Perfection. Guys, really good games. Every round solid. I mean, you didn't really have to answer anything in round 3, but rounds 1 and 2, solid.
Yeah, shout out Potters for being nice and saying, I did good. It was all Pez. But me and Pez knew this, like, going into this, like, he's a dog at horror and I'm above average. So, like, if I get stuff in my wheelhouse that I could even technically get stuff that Pez doesn't know, just based on how my retention versus his, as well as things I rewatch versus don't. But this is one of the ones that even in our strengths, it's just literally not things that I even thought about studying, and that's okay. And Pez, you carried it. So as a team, I know that we'll be well balanced as a whole. So I'm never, worried about that. So today was your day. You crushed it. Good job.
No, I guess my studying paid off. I was happy. I had a really good first round. I could have actually got that Meg question. I just thought he was asking about something older. I just didn't even think about Meg 2 just being a recent thing because it was shark movies, not recent releases. Otherwise, I would have probably thought about that. But no, I mean, all the strength stuff. Like, I studied the Child's Play stuff. I studied the radio silence stuff. So anything that came up, like, I was ready for that shit. Like, all those Child Play questions, we were able to like just steal and just kill. So I was ready for all of those. So I almost wish we had spun that because I would have got most of those on a 2-point, like just right off the bat. But it's all good. And we powered through the recent release stuff, so it was fine. And I think we played better this time than last time, at least overall. So we when I mean share notes, like we share trivia bits like in Messenger, like leading up to the match. Like if I watch something and he didn't watch, vice versa, we'll share little trivia bits, stuff that might come up just to get in the mood because we can't watch everything.
Unfortunately, when you sent the Child's Play 19 ones, I was getting out of the shower and getting ready for this, so I didn't actually pay attention to
I thought it might be during the Facebook apocalypse that happened on the day of this recording. Screwing everything up.
No, but shout out to them. I know what it's like when you're juggling a bunch of things. We know that they're great competitors, so hopefully they can get in buttholes or whatever that the team name. Hopefully they can do some stuff to some buttholes.
Do some butt stabbing or whatever that was.
With this win, you guys are still alive in this picture of people trying to shake out the number 1 contenders. So there's definitely other teams that are still alive. Is there anybody you're looking to play? I'll let you know if they're able to play you.
Is Hunter his team? No, that's who we played last. So are they still in?
They're still in, but I wouldn't
Hunter
put you guys
Jeremy?
against. Yeah, they're still in. I wouldn't put you against them since you played them last.
What about the Webs, Chad and Carrie?
The Webs are still. So we got the Webs. We got Brandon and Rose, the Cravenites. They're still alive here. Skeleton Crew still alive. And then
I'm always down to play Eric and Jacob. So yeah, the Webs and Eric and Jacob probably.
Eric and Jacob is always a good match. Yeah, anytime I've ever played them in singles, we could probably make that happen for you guys. Yeah, so that would be interesting because I played Jacob in singles most recently. So yeah, we had a good match. So yeah, that could be a good matchup as well.
All right, so be on the lookout for that coming soon. Just got one more match to do in this little first level, and then we'll see what happens after that. All right, guys, thanks for showing up, and we'll see you guys next time. Final words, Aaron. How do you feel about that match?
Yeah, I mean, this league is all about, I think, not all about, but a big part of it is being able to prepare. And when one team clearly prepares and the other doesn't, which, it happens, like it can kind of show up especially when the wheel doesn't go your way in the second round. So props to Henry and Austin, taking nothing away from them because I've had playing matches I've won because I've prepared and my opponent hasn't. So it's part of the game. So they did really well, and we'll have to wait another day to see how round 3 treats them. But Cinnabites will be back. I don't think I don't think I have any doubt. They're going to be like a win-loss alternating type of team for a while, but they'll straighten it out. And we'll see.
Once their schedule thins out, you'll see a huge resurgence from the
Yeah.
All right. That being said, that's only half the show. We got another match coming up right after this break.
Hello, and thank you for your business. Why not stop by our refreshment stand? We have all kinds of special treats, but don't take my word for it. Take it away, fellas!
Come on, take a stroll to the snack bar, have a good time. Come on, take a stroll to the snack bar, have a good time. Popcorn for all, hell's on its way. Come on, take a stroll to the snack bar, have a good time.
2 minutes till showtime. There's still plenty of time to visit the refreshment stand.
Come on, take a stroll to the snack bar, have a good time.
Welcome back from intermission. We are here. We have a debut singles match. Well, one person's debut. Another person is an old veteran who agreed to take on a new challenger today. But let's get right into it in singles competition. Making her debut in the league this evening, Caia Rodgers. Caia, how you doing today?
Hi, I'm good. You?
Good. You're part of our referral program. You were referred by Rose, who was referred by Brandon, so it's working very well.
Yeah.
Tell us a little bit, just briefly, about your background with horror. How you feeling? Like, what do you like? What do you come from?
Right. So I am from Pittsburgh. So my intro into horror was with like watching the original Night of the Living Dead at an amusement park in Pittsburgh with it projected on the wall and at a Halloween event. So basically, after that, I started just buying any tape I could find at the flea market. I love slashers. I like zombies. I'm not really picky. I'll give it a chance if the opportunity arises. So,
well, it's very interesting you said Pittsburgh because this dude is from Pittsburgh too. Notorious, Russell Howell. I didn't know that. I couldn't have planned this better.
I honestly, I heard her, and the amusement park she's speaking of is Kennywood, I'm sure.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes.
Yeah, no, we're about 45 minutes, an hour north. We're in the Sharon, Newcastle area.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so, but yeah, I mean, it's right in our backyard, but yeah.
Couldn't
Yeah.
have planned this better. Russell, welcome back. You've been here a few times, and how do you? Didn't mean to cut you off, Caia.
No,
how do
you're
you
good.
feel about facing this new prospect here? Obviously, she's been watching horror for quite a while. How do you
Yeah,
feel
man.
about it?
Yeah, man. I've kind of like her. I got introduced at a young age, watching pretty much like I said, my strength of Elm Street, watching those. Just I'm more of the slasher type watcher. But like she said, I'll kind of watch anything as long as it's the horror genre. I kind of give everything a chance. I got the Strangers shirt on right now. Looking forward to the prequel, I guess you would call it, chapter 1.
It does look really good. I mean, it looks a little formulaic from the first one, but I don't care.
Yeah, the first one's so great.
It's been a long time.
For
But
sure.
let's get into this match. 3 rounds of singles competition. Here's how round 1 works. Round 1 is our speed round. Before this match started, we had a little chat. Caia gave me 4 categories and Russell gave me 4 categories. So I wrote 8 questions down. I'm going to ask a question. 10 seconds will pass. I'll ask another question until I've asked all 8 questions. Both Caia and Russell number their boards or paper 1 through 8. At the end of the round, they'll turn their boards around, show me their answers, and I'll give them 1 point for each correct answer. In the event they get all 8 questions correct, there is a 9th bonus question. For the duration of the match, everybody gets 3 repeats and a challenge. They use it. In this round, if you need to use a repeat, all it does at the end of time, you can add 20 seconds, and I'll go back and show you any questions that you want to see again. Okay, any questions before we get started?
Nope.
All right. Well, your first question comes in the category of A Nightmare on Elm Street. Very simply, in the franchise, what's Kincaid's first name? They say it a few times. Your second question, in the Scream franchise, what college is Sydney attending in Scream 2? Moving on to the 1990s. Who directed 1995's Lord of Illusions? Your fourth question is in slashers. Who plays Sheriff Winston Hoyt in both 2003's The Texas Chainsaw Massacre and 2006's The Texas Chainsaw Massacre at the Beginning? Or what's that dude's name? Your fifth question comes in the 2000s. How is Mrs. Blaylock, the nanny, killed in the 2006 remake of The Omen? Going on to zombie movies. What year saw the release of Warm Bodies? On to the 2010s. What's the title of the 4th film in the Hatchet franchise? And finally, the filmography of Vera Farmiga. What instrument does Joshua play in Joshua? And if you want to use a repeat, that chance will expire in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, pens down. We'll start with Russell. What are your answers, sir?
All right. I have no idea. I put Steven for number 1. College, I drew a blank. I just put Woodsboro. Clive Barker for 3. Brad Dourif for 4. I said Pushed Out of a Window for 5. 2011 for 6. I just said Hatchmore because I've never seen any of the Hatchet movies. And Piano for 8.
Okay, and Caia, your answers.
I drew a blank on 1. For number 2 is Windsor College. Sorry, my lighting is a little.
I can see it.
Blanked on 3 and 4. I'm sorry. I think the next one I guess I answered was for Warm Bodies. I want to say it was 2013.
Okay.
And then for number 8, Piano.
Okay. At the end of round number 1, I have Caia in the lead 3-2. Let's go over the answers. Kincaid's first name is Roland. Caia is correct. She did go to Windsor. Well, her and everybody went to Windsor College in 2. Clive Barker directed Lord of Illusions. Let me take that question off the screen. R. Lee Ermey plays the sheriff.
My God, yeah.
Sergeant from Full Metal Jacket plays the sheriff in both these movies. Mrs. Blaylock is run over by a car, hit by a car in the Omen remake. Warm Bodies is 2013. The fourth Hatchet movie is called Victor Crowley. And Joshua does play the piano in Joshua. That is correct. Okay, so let's move along to round number 2. I'll tell you how that works. Round 2 is our wheel round. All 8 of those categories, they're now on a wheel. Since Caia is in the lead, she can choose whether she wants to spin first or defer to Russell. Whoever is in control of the wheel, they'll spin the wheel. They'll land on a category. They could take that category or they could spin again. If they spin again, they're stuck with the category they get. They're going to get 5 questions in that category with 2 points apiece. If they don't know the answer right away, they can check down, get multiple choice. Then the question becomes worth 1 point. However, be careful because in the round, stealing is available if you get a question wrong. So let me bring the wheel up and we'll talk about what's on the wheel today, all the categories we just talked about. So we got Nightmare on Elm Street, Scream, the 1990s, slashers, 2000s, zombie movies, 2010s, and Vera Farmiga. Also, there's a spinner's choice and an opponent's choice wedge in the wheel. If you land on those, you don't get a respin. It just becomes your choice or your opponent's choice. So, Caia, do you want to spin first or let Russell go first?
Can I spin first?
You are allowed to spin first. So you get 1 spin and a respin if you don't like the categories. Here you go.
Okay.
Lands on Scream, just barely. Do you want to keep
Okay.
Scream?
Yes.
Okay, then we'll put the wheel backstage. And I'll bring up these Scream questions. Bear with me as I find them in the document. I believe they're here. Here we go. Scream. All right, your first question. Not including archival footage, cameos, or still shots, how many people have acting credits in all 6 Scream movies to date?
Okay. I want to say 2.
2 is correct. That being Courtney Cox and Roger L. Jackson, the voice of Ghostface. The only people that appear in all 6 movies. Your next question. The Stabathon movie marathon in Scream 4 is held at what type of location?
It was like a barn.
That's correct. That's exactly what I have. It's a barn. Your third question. In what body part does Billy shoot Randy at the end of Scream?
Let's see. I want to say it was like in the torso area. Can I multiple choice that?
Yes, you can.
Thank you.
Is it A, shoulder, B, stomach, C, leg, or D, back?
I'm going to go A, shoulder.
That is correct. I was going to probably give it to you for torso unless Russell challenged because it's like he shoots him like right here.
I knew I knew where you were going.
Yeah. Your fourth question, your penultimate question, as the cool kids say. Who plays Jennifer's bodyguard, Stephen Stone, in Scream 3?
Patrick Warburton.
That's correct. And your final question. What room is Jason in inside of his apartment when he's killed in Scream 6?
I want to say it was like his kitchen. Can I multiple choice that?
Sure. Is it A, bedroom, B, bathroom, C, kitchen, or D, living room?
I think it's been a bit since I've seen this one. I'm gonna say I think I'm gonna go and change it to D, living room.
It is incorrect. Chance for Russell.
I'm gonna go with what she said. Kitchen C.
Yep, right in front of his refrigerator. He gets killed. Kitchen is correct.
That's the one I've seen the least. So.
All right. At the end of your spin, though, you did get your score up to 10. Russell, with that steal, gets a score up to 3. We'll bring that wheel back in. We'll get rid of these multiple choice answers. Bring the wheel back. Russell, here's your first spin. You get opponent's choice. So we'll drop the wheel back. Caia, you get to pick the category that you're going to give Russell. The categories that are left: A Nightmare on Elm Street, the 1990s, slashers, 2000s, zombie movies, 2010s, or Vera Farmiga. What do you want to give him?
Let's do zombie.
All right, we will give him zombie movies. All right, Russell, you ready for your questions in zombie movies? Yes, I'll take that as a yes. Here we go.
Yeah. as ready as I can get.
Your first question. What other horror director contributed to the score of 1978's Dawn of the Dead?
Let me go. Let me go John Carpenter.
That's incorrect. Chance for a 2-point steal. And I cannot give you multiple choice. What other horror director contributed to the score of 1978's Dawn of the Dead?
That I can't think of. I'm blanking.
Guess or 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Time's up.
Yeah.
Dario Argento actually helped out George Romero with that.
Yeah, I got that.
Here is your next question. How many films in the Wreck franchise are fully shot in a found footage format?
God, I've never seen any of these. I'm going to go 2.
2 is correct. Just the first 2.
I need the points. That's why I'm not doing multiple choice.
Your next question. What make of car does Philip own in Shaun of the Dead?
What make of car? Is it a man? Let me go multiple choice.
All right.
I'm gonna be pissed if it's on there. No.
A, a Rolls Royce. B, an Aston Martin. C, a Jaguar. Or D, a Bentley.
Let me go with let's go Rolls Royce.
That's incorrect. Caia, chance for a 1-point steal is A, Rolls Royce, B, Aston Martin, C, Jaguar, or D, Bentley.
I'm going to go D, Bentley.
It's also incorrect. He owns a Jaguar. A Jaguar.
I'm bad at cars.
Your penultimate question. In what country is Overlord mostly set?
Oh, that's Germany.
It's incorrect. Chance for a 2-point steal. In what country is Overlord mostly set?
I actually have not seen this one. I'm going to take a guess. I'm going to... France?
France is correct. They are fighting Nazis, but
that's why...
Yeah. It takes place in Normandy.
That's why.
Okay.
That's why I thought Germany. Yeah. It's the first thing that hit me.
Somebody I know told me that a long time ago, and I just was like, "Oh, I gotta see that."
Germany was in the multiple choice. And your final question: in what U.S. state does Day of the Dead take place?
Man, let me get multiple choice.
A, Texas. B, Georgia. C, Pennsylvania, or D, Florida?
Day of the Dead. This can't be too. It seems obvious to do. You know what? I'm going to stick with it. I don't know. It's probably wrong. I'm going to go Pennsylvania.
That's incorrect. Chance for a 1-point steal. Is it A, Texas, B, Georgia, C, Pennsylvania, or D, Florida?
I want to say D, Florida.
They do make their way down to Florida for that one.
Nice.
Actually, it was filmed in Florida, and it takes place in Florida. Whereas Night and Dawn were filmed in Pennsylvania and take place in Pennsylvania. Romero was very literal.
Mm-hmm.
All right. That being said, we'll move on to round number 3. Round number 3 is our synopsis round. Going into this round, Kaia's going to lead 13-5, but in the synopsis round, anything can happen. Both players are going to spin the wheel 3 times to get themselves a 2-point, a 3-point, and a 5-point question. There's 5 different categories on the synopses wheel. Categories on the synopses wheel today, we've got 1980s, 1990s, 2000s, monsters and other beasts, and slashers. Basically, what's going to happen is each player is going to spin the wheel 3 times to get their categories, and then I'm going to go back and forth asking questions until one player is either mathematically eliminated or I ask all 6 questions. Any questions before we get started with this round?
Nope.
All right. Now, Caia, you are in the lead, so you can choose whether you want to spin your categories first or if you'd like Russell to spin his first.
I guess I'll spin.
Okay. And you do get 1 respin if you don't like any of the categories. So here's your 2-pointer. Your 2-pointer will be in the 2000s. Do you want to keep that or spin again?
I'll keep it.
Okay. Your 3-pointer will be in the category of the 1980s. Do you want to keep that or spin again?
I'll keep it.
And your 5-pointer, with 1 respin remaining if you choose to use it, is going to be in the 2000s. Do you want to keep that or spin again?
Spin again.
All right. The category you must take: monsters and other beasts.
Okay.
All right, Russell, your 2-pointer is in the 90s. Do you want to keep that or spin again?
We'll keep it.
Your 3-pointer is in the 2000s. Do you want to keep that or spin again?
Keep it.
And your 5-pointer is a respin. And looks like another respin. The monsters and other beasts just wants to be picked today. The 1990s for 5. Do you want to keep that or spin again?
We'll keep it.
All right. So like I said, the score is currently 13-5. That means you do have to hit all 3 of these to send it back over to Caia. So
no pressure.
No pressure. Well, let's bring up your first question is for your 2-pointer in the 1990s. Are you ready?
Yep.
After a famous author is rescued from a car crash by a fan of his novels, he comes to realize that the care he's receiving is only the beginning of a nightmare of captivity and abuse.
That's
Amen.
misery.
That is 100% misery, yes. Your 3-pointer in the 2000s is: story follows the unspeakable torture and abuses committed on a teenage girl in the care of her aunt and the boys who witness and fail to report the crime. Name that movie.
Okay. Oh, sorry.
Don't answer it. It's his
Sorry.
question.
Sorry.
Go ahead and repeat it.
Repeat, sure. Story follows the unspeakable torture and abuses committed on a teenage girl in the care of her aunt and the boys who witness and fail to report the crime. Again, just for Russell. You're not going yet.
Oh, sorry.
God, it sounds torture and abuse committed on a teenage girl in the care of her aunt and the boys who witness and fail to report the crime. God.
5, 4, 3.
Let's go ahead and repeat it again.
That's your second repeat.
Torture and abuse.
Story follows the unspeakable torture and abuse committed on a teenage girl in the care of her aunt and the boys who witness and fail to report the crime. Name that movie.
God, I'm going to hit myself in the head for it. It's not this one, but it's the only thing I can think of. Like where it would be, it's not torture and abuse. Yeah, and the boys who witness.
5.
I'll repeat it again.
That's your last repeat. Story follows the unspeakable torture and abuses committed on a teenage girl in the care of her aunt and the boys who witness and fail to report the crime.
God, congratulations on this one, Caia. I have no idea. The only thing I can think of, but it's not like a lot of torture. I know there's rape, but I can't. The only thing I can, and I don't know if it would be.
4, 3.
I have no idea. I'm going to go Last House on the Left. I know it's wrong, the remake.
And your winner, Caia Rodgers. That's called The Girl Next Door. The Girl Next Door.
Oh, is that with Jennifer Lawrence?
No, that's the
Glass House.
That's the Glass House. Yeah, The Girl Next Door is a little more indie than that, but it definitely is that movie. That being said, we'll go to post-match interviews, starting with Russell.
God.
Russell, it just seems like things got a little bit away from you. You spun opponent's choice. I mean, that happens. You spun opponent's choice. She stuck you with a pretty broad category. Zombie movies have been around since the beginning of time. So
yeah,
nothing you could prep for. How you feeling?
No, I mean, like I said, the wheel was on her side. We eked out at 3-2. She got Scream, so I knew that was one of her strengths, obviously. So I was like, oh boy. And then when I got Zombies, I knew I really rarely watch zombie movies. I mean, I've seen, but some of those questions I had to just guess because I needed the points. And then obviously round 3 there with Misery thing. Yeah, that was pretty easy. But yeah, that one, I don't think I've ever seen that one. The movies I had in my head weren't really torture or you know what I mean? So I was like, throw that out there. But at the end of the day, man, she made a great debut. Hats off to her. The wheel goes either way for you. I feel like sometimes, man, I can't catch a break majority of the time, man.
It giveth and taketh away. I imagine probably the next time we see you, probably you and Kevin will be back in teams. Anybody you're looking to play in singles or teams?
Honestly, I'm pretty boring. I'll play anybody. I just enjoy competing and having fun, man. That's all.
We will make anybody happen. So we'll see you then, Russell. Thanks for showing up as usual.
All right, man. Thank you.
We'll bring in today's winner, a strong debut, Caia. How you feeling? This a lot of people come in and you came in and you put a ton of points on the board. Russell couldn't answer. How you feeling?
I'm really shocked, actually. I'll admit there were some in here that I did not know, so I'm going to have to do some more studying between now and the next time. But I had a lot of fun. Russell was a great opponent. There were a couple of times I was thinking the same answer he was initially, so there's no shame at all. I'm really happy to have played against him. He did great. I hope to play against him again.
All right. And I know you don't know any of the players in the league, or maybe obviously you know Rose and maybe Brandon, but is there anybody who you know about that you might want to play in your next match?
Not off the top of my head. I mean, eventually I'd love to play against Rose or Brandon, but until then I'm open to whoever wants I get assigned to or would like to challenge me. That's fine. Right, it'd be fun just to meet people.
Yeah, we're going to cycle through the roster, and when it's your turn again, we will give you the call and we'll set up another match for you. But 1-0 in your debut. Congratulations, and we'll see you next time.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Hey, if you made it this far in the video, like, comment, subscribe, and share. Go to the Facebook group, Why We Love Horror. Join that. Go to TikTok, WWL Horror on TikTok. There's a ton of content there now. There wasn't before. There is now. Thank you for joining us on this Friday night. Come back on Monday. John Versus will be there, myself, and Zach Messinger, Abby's brother. We're going to be covering Rise of the Mummy, which is straight garbage. And then next Thursday, myself, Abby, Aaron, talking about Night Shift on Thursday on Why We Love Horror. And then join us right back here next Friday. 2 more matches on Why We Love Horror Trivia. We appreciate you stopping by.
Game over.
I'll fucking kill you!